Good morning, class. How is everyone doing? Miss Porsyungkula, how are you?
I'm doing okay naman po, ma'am. Although busy from all the schoolworks po.
Okay, so that's understandable. Though I'd say it's a given, but it won't cost us, much time to take breaks when we are tired, because the humans function well when we are rested well. So how about you, Miss Charina? How are you?
Same as Dian po. I'm busy and
Okay, good. It's normal that we're busy, because we're studying, we are working, and it's better to be busy than doing nothing at all. But we should also still put our health as our top priority. So, enough with that. This is becoming a counseling session. Let's move on. But before that, is my audio clear?
Yes po.
Okay. How about my presentation? Is it already visible?
yes po.
Yes
Okay.
po.
Okay, so before we move on our main lesson for today, I want to ask, do you have this friend from way back, but you're far from each other now? Maybe you live from each other. For example, a classmate from elementary, but you went to different high school. That's why you're not talking anymore. Do you have those kind of friends, Miss Dayan?
Yes po, ma'am. During the pandemic po, we can see each other for the past 2 years. But now that the protocol is medyo lumuwag po,
Opo. Opo. Yes, yes. Right. Pandemic really, ano, no, even stopped our hangout with friends and all this stuff. How about you, Miss Perez? Do you have those kinds of friends?
Yes po. My senior high school friends, way back 2020, I think. Um, it's not that we lost communication po, but we kind of not talking to each other every
Each other
day.
often, right? Right. That's normal if you are not talking as often as before, because we will have this new set of friends. Um, we are not together anymore. That's why the topics would be so different from each other, because it will be from different contexts. Unlike, for example, it's your classmates. You can talk about your assignments. You can talk about the lunch yesterday and those kind of stuff, just anything. So, why am I asking you that? Because the lesson for today would be connected to that, the dialogue that we'll be reading today. So the characters are two childhood best friends. So we'll have to see if they also have this awkwardness between them, um, after they were best friend before and the other one left. So will they have that awkwardness or not? So let's see. Um, okay, so Miss Paris, be you will be Lina, and Miss Porsyungkula, you will be Mari. Can you see the presentation or is it just black?
yes po.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so if you can see, let's start now. Miss Lina, proceed.
I heard you came back. I was about to go to your house, but you go here first. I missed you.
Me too. It's really been a while, right?
Tell me about it.
Wait, where's your dog?
I, le- I lent my dog to Ate Shane.
You did? Where is she?
Dad bought a new apartment for her.
And for you?
He gave me pocket money. Dad also got a new bike for me. I love cycling now. Wait, I'll show you my room.
I'd love, I love that.
Here we go.
Wow! You got rid of your stuffed toys collection. It's here before.
I sent the stuffed toys to the kids in the orphanage, the one we used to visit. I sold some of my clothes for them too.
I go there sometimes. I tell the kids some stories and I send food to them when I have extra money.
Oh, are you working already?
Just part time, I teach English to some grade school students.
That sounds fun. Anyway, mom made some cookies for us. What do you say we grab some first?
Sure,
Okay, so thank you both for reading. So what have you noticed? The characters or the topic of their dialogue? So what have you noticed, Miss Porciungula?
it doesn't seem like they have a awkwardness po. They talk about something in the best but also new things on them po.
Okay, so how about you, Miss Paris? What have you noticed?
I noticed po na they talk about the things they are up to catch up.
Okay, that's correct. You'll see the words that pertain on what they are up to. And what do you call those words that represents action, Miss Dian?
Verbs po.
Okay, very good. Those are what you called as verbs. Now, I'm going to give you guys another 2 minutes to read the dialogue on the screen silently. So I give you a minute per slide. So you have to write every words you'll see on the dialogue. Okay, is that clear?
Yes
Yes
po.
po ma'am.
Okay, so timer starts now. Okay, for our next slide. Okay, are you now ready to share your answers? Are you done, people?
Yes po ma'am.
Okay. Please, Miss Dian, kindly share us the verbs that you've gathered from the dialogue that we've read.
Okay ma'am, I gathered po lent, bought, gave, got, show, um, sent, sold, tell, send, teach, and made po.
Okay. So, how about you, Miss Perez? Do you have the same answers? Please tell us your answer. Miss Perez, are you done already?
Yes po, ma'am. I'm writing here.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys are right. The verbs in the dialogue are lent, bought, gave, got, show, sent, sold, tell, sent, teach, and made. Now, what I need you to do now is to notice what comes after those verb and that what comes after the noun, after the verb, and what comes after that noun. Okay, so I need you to tell me what question does that noun answers. So is it whom? Is it what? Is it for whom? To whom? Or for what? Okay, is that clear? Is that direction clear?
Yes po.
Okay, so I've highlighted the verbs and the dialogue. So you can see this red highlights here. So just like what I've said, you're going to look for the noun after the verbs, and you will going to tell me what is it about. Okay, so on the first, I lent my dog to Ate Shane. What is the noun after the verb lent, Miss Porciuncula?
My dog po.
Okay, so what does my dog answer? What question does it answer?
What I did, I lent to Ate Shane po.
Okay, so good. It answered the question what. It pertains to the thing that was lent, meaning that it is connected to the verb lent directly. Because you can just ask, what did I lent? So you can have my dog as an answer. So okay. What comes after the word my dog, Miss Jarina?
Ate Shane,
Okay, Ate Shane. So what question does to Ate Shane answer?
to whom did I lend the dog?
Okay, so it pertains to whom did I lend my dog? To the person whom I lent my dog. It will be the recipient of my dog. So it is directly, so do you think, is it directly connected to the dog or to the verb? Miss Charina?
Dog
To the
po.
dog or to the verb lent?
The dog po.
Okay, so the dog. Because Ate Shane will be the person who will receive the dog. Good. Do you think it can function without the dog? Ate Shane can function in the sentence without the dog. Yes or no?
I think ma'am no.
Okay. Why, Dian?
Because nothing will be lent anymore. So it doesn't need a receiver.
Okay, very good. That's a nice observation. So let's do this few other examples. So um so dad bought what? Miss Porciuncula. Dad bought.
New apartment
Okay. So for whom did dad bought a new apartment?
for Lina po. For Lina po. Tama po.
For her. Okay, for her. So her pertains to Lina. You're still correct. Okay, next. He gave me pocket money. He gave me what? Miss Perez.
Bakit man?
He gave pocket money for whom? Okay, for me. Okay, so it's the same here. I'll show you my room. I'll show you what? My room. So that is the thing that answers what. And you answers to whom. Okay, next. I sent what? I sent what? Miss Dian.
Stop toys po.
Okay. I sent it to whom?
For the kids in the orphanage.
Okay, so the rest are basically just like that too. Okay, so let's proceed. So what is the name of those? The what and for whom and okay, so that is a direct object. Please read the meaning of the direct object first, Miss Porciuncula.
Direct object. It is a noun or a noun phrase that to which the subject of a sentence performs an action. It is the what or the whom of the sentence. It is a recipient of the action.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you for reading. So, so in this example, I sent the stuffed toys to the kids. Our direct object will be the stuffed toys. How do we know that? Because as just like the definition said, the direct object talks about or answers the question what or whom. Okay? So it is also the receiver of the action. Receiver of the action meaning that the one that is connected to the verb. And what is our verb? It's the sent. So I sent what? The stuff. So clearly that is our direct object. So next is our, of course, the opposite. We'll have indirect object. Miss Perez, can you read indirect object?
It is a noun phrase that signals what or who receives the direct object. Indirect objects are the recipient of the direct object so they can function without the direct object.
In the sentence. Okay, thank you, Miss Perez. Okay, let's have this on an example again. Let's apply the rules and example. Okay, I sent the stuffed toys to the kids. So in this example, our indirect object will be to the kids. Why? Because the stuffed toys will be sent to the kids. That's why it is said that an indirect object can function without a direct object. Why? Because what will happen would be I sent to the kids. So there won't be a complete thought on that sentence because you won't know what is going to be sent. Okay? Okay, let's look at this table. Okay, so these are the sentences from the dialogue that we've read earlier. So with that, we can say that my dog, a new apartment, a new bike, um, the stuffed toys, some of my clothes, the English, and some cookies are all direct object because it answers or it pertains to what. So, what did I lend? My dog. What did that buy? A new apartment. What did that get? A new bike. So, I hope that's clear. Okay, so this next one, the fourth column, will pertain to our indirect object. So to Ate Shane, for her, for me, to the kids, and the rest of them answers the question for whom or to whom. So it is connected to our direct object. So my dog will be lent to whom? To Ate Shane. The new apartment was bought for whom? For her. So I hope that is also we're also clear with that. So what pattern does this follow? So this is subject, verb. Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, so what pattern does this first table follow? Subject, verb, and what? Miss Porsyungkol.
Direct object and indirect object po.
Okay, so subject, verb, direct object, and indirect object. So let's look at this second table. Okay, so these are also from the sentences earlier. So the subject, the verb. So let's see, is this also the direct object, the third column? Um, he gave me what? He gave me? Of course not. He gave me pocket money, meaning that this part, the fourth column, would be our direct object this time. And the pattern would be, Miss Perez, what will be the pattern for the second table? Subject, verb, indirect object, and direct object. Okay, very well. Okay, so what do you think is the difference between the first pattern and the second pattern in terms of their construction? Did we remove something, Miss Charina?
Yes po. I think
What?
uh I think we remove the preposition if
Okay,
direct objects come.
okay. We remove the preposition when indirect object comes before the direct object. So we remove the preposition for and the preposition to. Okay, good observation, Miss Charina. Now, how do we conclude this lesson? That the object, which is the direct object, and indirect object comes after the what? Miss Porsyungkula.
Verb po, ma'am.
Okay, so can you repeat that? The conclusion for our today's lesson, Miss Perez. Okay, the object of the sentence comes after the verb. Now, as a review, let's see. Let's have a review. Dad bought a new apartment for her. So, what is the direct object in this sentence, Miss? What is the direct object and the indirect object, Miss Dian?
I think po ma'am, the direct object is what what number column po ma'am?
Dad bought a new
Ah,
apartment for her.
I think po ma'am, the direct object po is the new apartment and the indirect po is for her.
Okay, so what pattern does it follows?
Subject, verb, direct object, and indirect object po.
Okay, very well. Now that seems that it's clear enough for you. So let's make a sentence using both patterns. I'll give you the verb handed. Handed means to give to someone. Okay. So Miss Perez, you will make the sentence using the first pattern, which is the direct object, indirect object, and Miss Porciuncula, you will have the second pattern, which is indirect object and the direct object. Okay, is that clear? Okay, I hope it is. You have 1 minute and time starts now. Okay, timer is done now. 1 minute is up. Are you now ready, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Diane, you go first. Please tell us your sentence.
She handed him the test paper.
Good. So, our indirect object there is him, and the direct object is the test paper, of course. Miss Perez, how about yours?
Mom handed the grocery list.
Okay, so the direct object in the sentence is of course the grocery list. Okay, very well. Both of your answers are correct. That should be the end of our lesson today. So, what question again? Let's just have a slight recap. What question does direct object answers again, Miss Perez?
Direct object pertains to the whom, what of the.
Okay, the whom or what of the sentence. So that is our direct object. Excellent. How about the indirect object, Miss Diane?
It answers po the to whom, for whom, and for what po.
Okay, to whom, for whom, and for what. Good. That's really is the end. And I'm happy that you understand the lesson today. Is there no more question?
None so far, ma'am.
Okay, so if not, I will see you again next week. Goodbye for now, and thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.
Goodbye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you.